Welcome to our video about Ramadan. In this video, we'll be talking about what Ramadan is, why Muslims fast during this month, the importance of prayer and charity during Ramadan traditions, the significance of Eid al-Fitr, and the spiritual benefits of Ramadan. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, a time for Muslims all over the world to focus on their faith and strengthen their relationship with God. During Ramadan, Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset, abstaining from food and drink during the day. They break their fast in the evening with a special meal called iftar. Fasting during Ramadan is a way for Muslims to become more disciplined, patient, and grateful. By abstaining from food and drink during the day, Muslims learn to control their desires and to show empathy and compassion towards those who are less fortunate. Fasting is also a way of demonstrating solidarity with Muslims around the world who are observing Ramadan. Fasting during Ramadan has many spiritual benefits. It allows Muslims to become more mindful of their thoughts, feelings, and actions. It helps them purify their hearts and minds and renew their commitment to faith. Fasting also strengthens their connection to God, helping them to experience the peace and tranquility that comes from a deeper spiritual awareness. Muslims are encouraged to pray more during Ramadan. There are special prayers that people can do at night called Taraweeh. Muslims believe that praying during Ramadan is a way of getting closer to God, seeking forgiveness for past sins, and asking for blessings and guidance. Charity is an important aspect of Islam and is emphasized during Ramadan. In Islam, giving to charity is known as zakat, and it is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Muslims are required to give a portion of their wealth to those in need, and Ramadan is seen as a time to increase charitable giving and to help those who are less fortunate. Ramadan is a time for many traditions and practices that are specific to this month. Families wake up early to eat a pre-dawn meal called suhoor, which is meant to give them energy for the day of fasting ahead. The breaking of the fast at sunset with iftar is a time for families and friends to come together and enjoy a meal. Ramadan is also a time for increased community involvement, with many mosques holding special events and activities for the community. One of the most important traditions during Ramadan is the recitation of the Quran. Muslims try to read the entire Quran during the month of Ramadan, often attending special Quranic recitation sessions at the mosque. The recitation of the Quran is seen as a way of strengthening one's connection to God and deepening one's understanding of Islamic teachings. Eid al-Fitr is the festival that marks the end of Ramadan. It is a time for celebration, feasting, and forgiveness. Muslims attend special Eid prayers in the morning, followed by a day of family gatherings, gift-giving, and feasting. Eid al-Fitr is also a time for forgiveness and reconciliation, as Muslims seek to mend broken relationships and strengthen bonds with family and friends. Eid al-Fitr is a time for gratitude and reflection. It is a time for Muslims to reflect on their spiritual journey during Ramadan and to give thanks for the blessings they have received. It is also a time for Muslims to share their blessings with others through acts of charity and kindness. Ramadan is a time for spiritual growth and renewal. By fasting, praying, and engaging in acts of charity, Muslims seek to purify their hearts and minds and to strengthen their relationship with God. Fasting helps Muslims become more mindful of their thoughts, feelings, and actions, and encourages them to become more compassionate towards others. Praying during Ramadan helps Muslims feel more connected to God and provides them with a sense of inner peace and tranquility. Giving to charity during Ramadan helps Muslims become more grateful for what they have and more aware of the needs of others. Ramadan is also a time for self-reflection and self-improvement. Muslims use this time to evaluate their lives and their relationship with God, and to make changes that will help them become better people. Ramadan provides Muslims with an opportunity to break bad habits, to cultivate good habits, and to focus on their spiritual growth. That's all for today's video about Ramadan. Remember, Ramadan is a time for Muslims to focus on their faith, seek forgiveness and renewal, and strengthen their connection to God and the community. We hope you learned something new about this important month in the Islamic calendar. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.